Hey, what's up, it's Skippy? I gotta finish this food. I just gotta finish it. I got chips and churros. That's we're living the dream, folks. Chips and churros, rolling down the street, smoking dope, eating chips and churros. Ah. Mmm. Nah. I'm thinking maybe I should become nah. I decided against it. Or maybe, just maybe. Now, these chips are good. I'm Stony Baloney. I'm going to hang out with my best friend Yuli. He buy me dinner, but I still got food. Taking him to go look at cars. Some drunk guy crashed into him. I'm just glad he's okay. Drunk drivers. They suck. I used to drunk drive. I sucked. But, oh man. Boy. I can tell you a drunk driving story. Alright, why not? So I met this girl a long time ago. We were extras on the Germ movie, The Germs. There's a movie about the band called the Band the Germs. They're just germs, but her and I hit it off. Became friends. Eh. Oh well. Pardon me, I gotta go. Chip spelunking.
Hello.
There you are. So there was this one day, hanging out with a couple of girlfriends up in Sherman Oaks. I get a phone call. Hey, um, I got a +1 for you at the door for the Misfits at the Key Club. And my buddy's girlfriend She was a manager of the Key Club at the time. And she gave me a +1 for the Misfits because she knew I was a punka. So the two girls that I was with didn't like punk. So I called up this girl that did, Becky. These are churros and they're greasy as hell. Oh my god. Yeah, day old churros. Breakfast churros. I guess these are lunch churros now. Whatever. But so I invite Becky. And I pick her up. This is back when I was still the bee's knees at the Comedy Store. I went up there and I parked my vehicle. And her and I walked down the Sunset Strip. Past the whiskey. Past the Roxy. Past the Rainbow. On down to the Key Club. And my friend's girlfriend totally hooked us up. She gave us VIP and drink tickets like this long. And, whoo, lordy. Oh boy. So, Becky was only 18, but she would drink them. I was drinking too. And she was friends with somebody in one of the bands. There's a band called the Addicts. She's friends with guys in the Addicts. Because she's punka. But anyhow, so she goes talk to the Addicts, and I kept ordering her drinks. She always wanted a screwdriver. I was ordering Miller Genuine Draft at the time. I was getting ripped. Like blitzed. It was awesome. Okay. Show was great. Okay. Becky is this short little girl. She stands up on a chair and just starts making out with me, just shoving her tongue down my throat. I'm like, cool. I love when hot girls make out with me. So, that continued with her and I all the way down Sunset. We made out in front of a Roxy, a Rainbow, and a Whiskey a Go-Go. Whiskey a Go-Go is where I found a shopping cart, and I put her in it. I pushed her all the way up to the Comedy Store. A quarter-mile. A shopping cart uphill. It was so much fun. Until we got to the parking lot. It was after hours, and some knucklehead had taken my vehicle and parked it right in the center of the parking lot. And Becky goes, I need to get out of this carriage. I'm like, all right. So we're both wasted. She jumps out. As she does, she loses her balance and starts falling backwards. She grabs onto my shirt. Me, not knowing what the fuck is going on, I experience the power of inertia as she grabs onto me, and I start falling forward without any reaction time whatsoever. My face smashes the frickin' pavement. I hear my skull crack. I hear like an audible, okay? And I am just like, what the fuck? And Becky just starts laughing diabolically. She's laughing. My face is in a pothole. And I get up, and she's still laughing, and then I turn and look at her, and all of a sudden this blood just starts spewing down my face. She goes, Skippy, your fucking face is fucked up. And I was like, oh, duh. And then, now I had the task of being completely wasted, having blood spewing down my face. I have to drive from a comedy store completely blitzed. Bloody as all hell. In my head, I keep thinking to myself, how will I explain this to the police when I get pulled over? That's all I kept thinking about was what is going to be my alibi. I'm wasted drunk. I have blood streaming down my face. And I have an inebriated 18-year-old in my passenger seat. What is a man to do? Well, I drove home cautiously, carefully. We got up to my place. I went into the bathroom, and I took tweezers, and I pulled rocks out of my face. Bunches of rocks were stuck in my face. I had this big crescent moon, like, injury that just was just red and swollen and disgusting. And I just dumped a bunch of hydrogen peroxide on it to watch it bubble up. And then I took a bunch of paper towels and I just mummified my head. And then I crawled into bed and my face was just hurting so much. And I just, I go to Becky, I go, hey, listen, I had a great time tonight, but I need to go to bed. And then she pops up from under my covers completely naked, going, before you go to bed, would you fuck me? And I'm like, I can't fuck you right now. Oh man, I was in so much pain. So much pain. She even asked me when I woke up just to throw a condom on and fuck her awake, which I thought was very, very romantic of her to ask, but I didn't, because the pain was too much. Like, I even went into work the next day, but only after I had to call my boss, and because I had to go to the emergency room for obvious reasons, and let him know that I was going to be in late, and then I had to wear sunglasses for weeks as my face healed. But yeah, driving drunk, I don't recommend it at all. I got a scar right here, this little black mark. People think it's a teardrop tattoo from going to jail, and I say, like when they ask, hey, is that a teardrop tattoo from going to jail? I'm like, yeah, I killed a midget. But truth is, my face landed into a pile of gravel because me and this girl were frisky, and shit happens. And gravity is not your friend. Actually, gravity is your friend. I couldn't imagine life without it. But gravity sometimes just, it's like water, you know? It's like you drink it your whole life, and then some days you drown. It happens. Just be careful out there with that gravity, kids. I think that's why I like skateboarding so much. Because, like, I don't consider it a sport. I consider it magic because they're doing tricks. Okay? And they're breaking the law. What law? The law of gravity. Breaking the law. Breaking the law. But, yeah, so, anyway, yeah, that's my story. I miss Becky. She was fun. Her dad wanted me to date her, and I would crack her. I was much older than Becky, and her dad wasn't much older than me. And that was the crazy part because he thought I was like the coolest guy ever. And she was like just young as hell. And I was like, I was probably in my early 30s. But to me, my whole thing is this, all right? And I'm not like, I don't date anymore or anything. But my whole thing is this, all right? She was attracted to me, all right? She was attracted to me. And the fact that she was young, who gives a shit? The only people who really give a shit, but should give a shit about this shit are like the real sicko, jerk off pedophile guys. But, I play by all the rules. And if a young girl wants to make out with me, 18 above, let's go for it. Oh my God, that's the one thing. I used to love making out with girls. It was great. I'm such a lesbian at heart. I not just because I'm a pussy eating machine, just because women are just so soft and wonderful. But they cause me too many problems. So sorry, ladies. Who knows? Maybe I'll do a collab for my OnlyFans, whatever. Yeah, right. That's what I was thinking. I was like, hey, I'll get with these OnlyFans models, only to find out most of them are diseased. Oh, I should do that. I'm gonna do I want to talk about what's it called? Because there's these websites, and if you Google celebrities with STDs, you will be very impressed as to how many of your favorite how many of your favorite celebrities are just disease ridden. Disgusting. But whatever. I ain't got none. And I am very impressed by that. That I've spent my adult life, or at least, a good 15 years of it chasing tail, and I don't have any babies or STDs. I'm so happy. That's what happens when you're a responsible adult. Wrap that rascal. Condoms are cheaper than children. And you don't have to fucking, if you don't have a baby to feed at 4 a.m., then you're a lucky motherfucker. Oh, babies. They're beautiful, but man, don't want any. Not for me. It's for somebody else's idea of a good time. Anyhow, you guys take care. I'll talk to you later. Stay awesome and bye.